At Sierra, discover great deals on top brand workout gear, like high-quality walking shoes, which might lead to another discovery.
40,000 steps, baby. Who's on top now, Karen?
You've taken the office step challenge a step too far. Don't worry, though. Sierra also has yoga gear. It might be a good place to find your zen. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
When did making plans get this complicated? It's time to streamline with WhatsApp, the secure messaging app that brings the whole group together. Use polls to settle dinner plans. Send event invites and pin messages so no one forgets Mom's 60th. And never miss a meme or milestone. All protected with end-to-end encryption. It's time for WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone. Learn more at whatsapp.com.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Checking off the boxes on your to-do list is a great feeling. And when it comes to checking off coverage, a State Farm agent can help you choose an option that's right for you. Whether you prefer talking in person, on the phone, or using the award-winning app, it's nice knowing you have help finding coverage that best fits your needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz podcast.
There's not a scale that can quantify my hate for Pittsburgh and their college.
Can you say anything nice about Pitt or no?
You nicely suck. You. Pitt. God bless America. God bless you. USA, baby. Yeah.
We are about to use the bleep button more than we ever have in Le Batard Show history. Hello, Dan, it's me, Lucy, and you know this because of the expense report. You have sent me to many college football games over the last few years, and I will tell you, no one tailgates quite like West Virginia. This might be the best tailgating we've ever seen. I am not being dramatic. It's up there with LSU. They do it right in front of the hospital, so it's easy access because that's how hard they go here at West Virginia. And let me tell you something, Dan, what I've learned today, they really hate Pitt. A lot. How much do you hate Pitt?
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's 1,000, bro. We don't mess with Pitt around here. Kenny Pickett's a bum.
We are WVU, baby. Come on.
They're in a gut.
The elbow of Pennsylvania.
The elbow of Pennsylvania?
They're in the very bottom corner of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
They're not even Philadelphia.
They need to eat
Eat
Pitt!
What have people been saying to you?
Eat Pitt.
You guys worried about the offense?
Not at all. If they perform as well as we think they will, we'll blow their asses out of the stadium.
We're going to send Pittsburgh straight back to Philadelphia, those Pennsylvanian
We can go 2-12 as long as we beat Pitt. That's all that matters.
If they put you on the field, what position would you play?
Running back. I'd be tight end. She'd be a linebacker.
We were just given a West Virginia delicacy, the pepperoni roll. Can you explain to me what this is?
Basically yeast bread with pepperoni and cheese inside, but the original reason for them is the coal miners' wives will bake them in the morning, wrap them up, and put them in their pocket. That was the lunch.
That's delicious. It's like a reverse pizza almost, but it's really good. I will say, West Virginia so far has had the most unique food out of everywhere we've gone, tied with Baton Rouge. How would you guys describe the backyard brawl to people who aren't familiar with this rivalry?
The best experience that you will ever have in your whole entire life. Immaculate. When Anakin became Darth Vader, it's basically that battle, but worse.
Who are you in this situation?
The lava. Those who can read versus those who can't.
What's the worst part of Pitt?
Their colors.
They're kind of like your colors, though, a little bit.
But the royal blue.
We had this argument in our class. They are yellow, and we are old gold. Very, very distinction.
What class was this?
Med school class, actually.
How do we feel about the return of Rich Rod?
It's insane. We're good.
You're good?
We're good.
Yeah, no, last week was good.
If you watched last week, you got a couple questions. 100 yards of offense at halftime is not going to cut it.
The Mountaineer was really nice.
He was mean to me when I met him yesterday. What is going on with your shirt here? What is this West Virginia tradition?
Well, hopefully, if we win, we'll burn a couch. And if we don't win, we'll still burn a couch.
Is it illegal?
Maybe a little.
You want to do a fit check for me right now?
Yes. You're an inspiration, you know?
For the fits, fashion was nothing before me. Are you a fan of the show?
Absolutely. Yeah, I spotted you as I was walking down there. I was like, holy there's Lucy. Look at that.
Do you want to say anything to the show?
Huh? Oh, Dan, guys, I love you. Mike Ryan, keep covering NASCAR, too. Big fan of that.
I want to tell you that you have been the best fan we've met all day.
No way.
So we want to award you the Hampton Farms Nuttiest Fan.
Y'all see what we got? I'm the nuttiest fan. None of y'all's nutty as me. Thank you so much, Hampton's Farms.
Today's trip was brought to you by Hampton Farms. Get nutty with Hampton Farms, the official snack nut of the tailgate. Almost Heaven, West Virginia, brought to you by the Game Time app. Download the Game Time app and use code Lucy for $20 off your first order. Terms apply. Dan, and there's just one thing left to say. Eat Pitt. Eat.
Put it on the poll, Juju. Does anyone tailgate like West Virginia? She said Baton Rouge had an unusual food. I think Baton Rouge sometimes does alligator during the tailgate. Billy, you're fascinated by the way that Joey Chestnut is eating nuggets these days, correct?
I'm fascinated he's not dead, if I'm going to be honest with you, with the way that he eats. So he was challenged recently to eat 99 nuggets in 9 innings at a baseball game. Would anyone care to guess how many nuggets he was able to down in a 9-inning baseball game?
9-inning game, we're talking about they want him to eat 11 an inning?
Yeah.
150.
I mean, he could definitely do that.
He ate 150, I'll say.
How big were the nuggets?
That's nugget size?
I would say 4.
4 nuggets, okay. Lucy, any guesses?
Is the total on the screen right now? Because I can
Yes.
see it.
Oh,
then
well,
I'm going to
never
guess
mind.
275.
275. Great work, everyone.
275 nuggets. What are your thoughts there, Billy? Are you tired of Joey Chestnut? Or will you never tire of Joey Chestnut?
I'll miss him when he's gone.
Whoa! I feel like, is it crazy to think? I'm going to say this on the front end. I think I could do it, but I probably couldn't. 99 nuggets in 9 innings doesn't seem crazy.
It doesn't.
This guy's such a lot. This guy's...
If I'm breaking that down, that's like 5 or 6
It's
per
11
half
an
inning.
inning. It's 11
So
an inning.
5.5 per half. So 5.5 per half inning.
You know they don't go away though, unless you're going to the bathroom. Like every half inning, they're still accumulating inside of you.
Yeah. No, I got you.
That's going to get hard at the end, yes. Lucy, why is West Virginia and Baton Rouge, why are they equal when it comes to weird tailgating?
Those people are crazy. And I mean it in the nicest way possible. They're literally insane. That was a tailgate that we actually saw very little of because it was so insane that we were like swarmed by people everywhere we went who just wanted to talk about how much they hated Pitt. What I like about both LSU and West Virginia is there's so many parts of like the campus and like the food they serve that is so unique to their region where like obviously when you go to LSU, you get a lot of like Cajun food and it's really, really good. But when we were in West Virginia, we got a lot of people who were like, oh yeah, this fish, we went and caught it like in the lake a few days ago. Okay, here's these pepperoni rolls. Like it's a very unique to its location type of deal. And it was so much fun. And they are literally batshit crazy. They are the most insane people I've ever met in my life.
Dan, you know about that backyard brawl?
Yes.
Oh, all right, I was asking.
That's it? That was the only question that you had? It's not even for Lucy, it's just for me?
Well, Lucy clearly knows she was there.
Yes.
Look, fine, I'll ask her. I don't want to leave her out. Lucy, you know about that backyard brawl?
I do know about the backyard brawl, yes.
All right, there you go.
What else was interesting or fun from your travels, and where are you headed this week?
We're off this week. Guess who deserved a little break? Me. So see you guys in 2 weeks. What I loved about West Virginia that I think that most people didn't know is they have a cute little like train system that takes you around Morgantown. It's these little tiny like train cars called the PRT. It's really cool.
How did you feel about Clemson losing to Georgia Tech, the Dabo experience?
They might stink.
It's about over, yes?
Their offense is really bad. I was looking up some stats this morning. They're pretty comparable to Iowa. Like, they're pretty much the same football team right now, which is not something you want to be. Yeah, I think they're not a good football team at all. There are some concerns with the defense, although I think for the most part it's fine. But, like, offensively, Klubnik has not been good. They have no run game. It is just, like, it's a pretty bad football team, and it's the ACC, so like there's full possibility they could do exactly what they did last year and just win in a pretty easy conference and then make it to the playoff and stink their way in through the conference championship game. But right now, Clemson is not a good football team. But if I have any takeaway from that game, it's that Hanks King is probably the coolest person alive. I'm obsessed with him. I want them to take care of him because he might die if he keeps playing like this, but he is awesome.
Lucy, what did you make of Brian Kelly and his exchange with the reporter after the Florida game asking about the offense?
He apologized.
Which I should note, he opened his press conference yesterday by apologizing privately and publicly to the gentleman. But what did you make of that whole exchange?
I kind of thought it was a nothing burger. Like, that's not the first time a coach has snapped on a reporter. It certainly won't be the last time. Like, Brian Kelly is notoriously maybe not the coolest guy in the world, so like I don't know why everyone made a big deal out of it. I get his sort of logic of like, that's the first question after a game, we won, why don't you talk about how, you know, DJ Lagway threw 5 interceptions, how good our defense is, blah blah blah. But for the most part, whatever. Brian Kelly, not a nice guy. Whoa, who would have thought? I'm so surprised.
Oh, no, you don't have to be surprised, and you don't have to make it a nothing burger, and you don't have to predict that it'll happen again, because it will, but I'll play it again even though he's apologized, because it's always great when one of these guys goes full arrogance on reporters.
What are you seeing with your offense? Stop. Really? Is that the first question? We won the game 20-10. Try another question. What do you want me to tell you? I just laid it out for you. We played the game to win the game. We played the game to win the game.
All right. How about third down then? What is going on with third down?
It's one game. Last game, we were great on third down. You're looking at this from the wrong perspective. LSU won the football game. Won the game. I don't know what you want from me. What do you want? You want us to win 70-0 against Florida to keep you happy?
No, I think people want to know why you can't run the ball, quite honestly.
We can run the ball. Did you see the last play of the game? That's all you need. You just need one. There's ridiculous questions. And I'm getting tired of it. That football team just worked their tail off to get an SEC win, and you want to know what's wrong. You know what? You're spoiled. You're spoiled. This team is 17-1 at night. 17-1. Give them some respect. How about that? Give them some respect instead of micro-analyzing every little thing. This is ridiculous. For a group of seasoned reporters, that kind of question is so out of line.
Look at Lucy smiling. She's seen it 100 times. She called it a nothing burger. She dismissed it, and yet she's enraptured as she watches Brian Kelly do. Any coach does that. It's not because we like or dislike Brian Kelly. Any coach does that, we're going to play it.
I just love like cranky old men.
Texas A&M beats Notre Dame. Is that because Texas A&M is really good, or is it that Notre Dame is not that good? Because Texas A&M didn't even play that well.
I think Texas A&M is good. That's what I took away from this. Notre Dame has issues. Obviously, like when you lose, because of special teams issue, that's something that's concerning. I think their defense is not as good as it has been in previous years. I think you're very clearly seeing the change in coordinator there. They're still a good team. I know they're 0-2, but like Miami, Texas A&M, like that's really not a bad spot to be in right now. For Texas A&M on the other side, I think what the big question was this season was like, can you open up your offense? Can you get the passing game in there? And they went and they were really proactive in the portal with getting receivers, and you can tell. I think that's a really good football team. I think it is a team that is dynamic. And right now, if you look at the SEC, Texas looked really bad this weekend. Georgia's probably the team to beat right now, but you're still kind of questions about Alabama after that Florida State loss. LSU, I'm not going to say their offense is bad. I don't want to get in trouble for saying that. I don't want to bring that up. I'm afraid I might upset somebody. But the SEC is open right now, and I think Texas A&M is actually in a really good spot.
Lucy, I want to ask you about Notre Dame. Like, I do understand that it's rankings and not standings, so it's subjective there. But you do have to win some of these games. They played two good teams. They lost them both. They're still ranked.
It's funny that she said Notre Dame's in a good spot. They've lost both the times they played. So the schedule doesn't matter at all. They've just lost both their games. They played two games. You can't lose more than they've lost.
Okay, let's watch the tone, Dan. I'm going to explain myself. Notre Dame is Notre Dame. It doesn't matter what happens throughout the entire season. Mm-hmm. The second that playoff expanded to 12 teams, Notre Dame basically had an automatic bid. If Notre Dame wins out, and their schedule is not difficult. Their schedule is not difficult at all. If they win out not impossible. They are a pretty decent football team. They have things to work out. USC is now ranked. That can give them a ranked win. I don't know how a 10-2 Notre Dame team doesn't get in, especially when we're talking about the College Football Playoff Committee and what is their favorite thing in the world? Quality losses. And Notre Dame has 2 of them.
So, two-part question. Are you serious? You think Notre Dame still has a likelihood
asinine
of making the playoffs?
Asinine.
Absolutely. It's Notre Dame.
There has not been a bigger rigged election in the last 10 years than getting Notre Dame into the college football
No, I agree. I'm not saying it's cool. I'm not pro Notre Dame getting into the playoff, but like that is how this system was built. It helps Notre Dame.
Right. Yeah, because they get the ratings.
And I want Jess to be happy more than anything else in the world.
Okay, part 2. College game day is coming to Miami. Do you agree or disagree with the strong consensus that Miami is going to absolutely crush the Gators?
Kill them. They're going to kill them, Greg.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I mean, DJ Lagway threw 5 interceptions last week. That's deeply unpleasant football team with Florida, and I think they're so undisciplined, and I think Miami's insanely talented. I think they're a very, very good team, and what I've been so impressed with through the season so far with Miami is like you can see that defensive coordinator hire, Heatherman, has been amazing. It has completely turned their defense around. I don't know how Florida, with how undisciplined they are, with how erratic DJ Lagway is playing, with all the sort of noise outside of that program. Are you going to fire your coach? Are you not going to fire your coach? To do all that, then go and play a very good Miami team, I just don't see Florida competing or winning in that game at all.
What are the 3 most talented teams you've seen this year where you're just watching and it's jumping off the screen? Because even though this makes me homerific, I haven't seen a lot of teams better than Miami.
You have to say Miami.
When I'm just looking at the athleticism all over the field and the fact that they have balance. Their offense is obviously going to be good all year. Their quarterback's going to be good if he's healthy. They're going to protect their quarterback, and their defense is now disciplined. They're not giving up 50-yard plays. They're not getting a ton of penalties.
I would have to say I would put Miami on that list, especially because Carson Beck has been this, better, newer version of Carson Beck, not what we saw last year with sort of his problems at Georgia. I would go Miami, Ohio State, ridiculously talented. We could just put them as a lock on this list for the rest of time. And I'm going to put Oregon on that list. They've looked very good throughout the season. Dante Moore has been a really good fit there. And I would say Oregon's probably also a lock on this list for the rest of time.
You say that, and yet Oregon, I will never trust them. Like, they will have to win the championship undefeated, and it will still go another season before I believed it happened, because I believe that what happened to them last year will happen to them every single time they run into one of these buzzsaws like Ohio State.
Well, in 2 weeks, they played Penn State, and that's where we'll sort of figure things out. Because Penn State, they haven't really played anybody throughout the season so far, and they haven't.
Don't trust them either.
Pause up.
No, I don't trust them either. They are not looking as, dominant as their fans have wanted them to throughout these first few weeks. So Oregon, Penn State, I believe it's a whiteout game. That will be like the big sort of, I think, big litmus test for college football. 2 weeks. I'm very excited.
Dan, how are the Canes only a 7.5-point favorite this weekend? That's not free money?
Oh, that'll go to double figures.
How are they only I don't want to do transitive theory, but the team that just beat UF, Miami beat by 37.
I agree. I was struck by that odds. It's nuts.
Because Florida has a solid defense, and Miami has shown over the years that they can play close with anyone.
It's the Mario Cristobal effect.
Lucy, good seeing you. Enjoy the week off after working 2 straight weeks after not covering college football the previous 5 months before that. Appreciate you taking this time off to rest yourself.
Dan.
Yes, you need
Eat
a bye
shit,
week.
Pitt.
You need a
Eat
bye
shit,
week.
Pitt.
Yes.
It was 3 weeks in fairness.
We flew her to West Virginia just to get a bunch of West Virginia people cursing.
Lucy, you know about that border war?
Eat shit, Pitt. Eat shit, Pitt.
Thank you, Lucy. Good seeing you again.
Howdy, it's Mike, and football season is here. It is quite possibly every sports fan's favorite time of year. It's a real special time. Make your football special time a Miller time, please, because I know from experience, having that beautiful white can by my side or a draft at the sports bar while the big game is on, man, all those memories, having that Miller Lite there, knowing that it's a beer that just hits different. Look, at the tailgate, there's nothing like cracking open a Miller Lite with your crew. Whether it's that touchdown you didn't see coming or just arguing about fantasy lineups you already know you're going to lose, Miller Lite has been the taste you can depend on for 50 wonderful years. Root for flavor with simple ingredients, rich toffee notes, and that iconic golden color. The original light beer since 1975 and still hitting different 5 decades later. Miller Lite. Great taste. 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you. Or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller time! Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
What does Zyn give you? Not just smoke-free nicotine satisfaction, but real freedom. Freedom to do what you love and choose your rewards. With Zyn Rewards, you can redeem points for premium tech, outdoor gear, and gift cards to your favorite retailers. Find your Zyn and keep finding rewards that fit your lifestyle at zyn.com/rewards. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
You know what nobody tells you about being a new dad? It's not just the diapers and the wipes, that's obvious. It's the hidden stuff, the baby swing after we already purchased the other baby swing, the bouncer, the pack and play, the 20 different bottles, because apparently my kid hates every single one, except the most expensive one, which is the glass, by the way. Don't get me started on late food delivery orders with my wife, and me too tired to even look or cook or think about food. I'm staring at my bank account like, where did it all go? That's where Monarch Money comes in. It's like a financial tool belt for everyone, not just dads. You link all your accounts, your credit cards, investments, even the old stuff from jobs you forgot about, and it lays out in a way that even a sleep-deprived parent like me can actually understand. Normally, money talks are stressful, but with Monarch, we can track everything together, set goals, and actually feel like we're on the same team. Less stress, more clarity, and finally, a plan for our daughter's future. Don't let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use code Dan at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com with code Dan.
Dan Le Batard.
He seems like a not nice guy, and he's always been a not nice guy. I don't care for him, and I hope he has the day he deserves.
Stugotz.
I hope he has the day he deserves.
That's how I get people when they're really mean to me. I'm not like, go F yourself. I'm like, I hope you have the day you deserve.
It's a great kind insult. Yes.
It's beautiful.
It's leaving it to the cosmos to sort it out.
That's a less southern, bless your heart.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
So last night, can you guys tell me here how it is that you're feeling about Tom Brady is getting paid $375 million to broadcast games. It's more than he made in his playing career. He is now allowed in the production meetings and owns a team, so that there are all sorts of conflicts there. And then last night, he's wearing a headset. The Raiders clearly not helped in any way by whatever it is that he's giving them in the headset, because Geno Smith has rarely had that bad of a game, and offensively they couldn't do much of anything. What do you guys make of Tom Brady, who is, we can say the seminal figure in the sport this century? If you have to pick one,
yes,
it's Brady. So now he's got all access to everything that he wants. He can go anywhere. He's got ownership. He's in these production meetings when no one who's got ownership is allowed to be in this production meeting because he belongs. Like, can you imagine him being in a Chiefs production meeting where he's the Raiders owner? He's a partial owner of the Raiders, and now he's wearing a headset during games. What do you make of all of this?
What a bad look for the NFL. They're allowing this guy to be both a quote-unquote journalist and an executive of a team that's playing other teams in the league. It's ridiculous. The only good thing they've done is he can't in person attend these production meetings. He has to do it by Zoom, supposedly, but he's still there to get whatever inside information is disseminated. It's just a bad look. They shouldn't do that.
I originally didn't have like last year, I didn't have an issue with this. I thought it was a little bit overblown, but it does seem weird to me now. He's super involved with the Raiders. He talks to Chip Kelly several times a week. And I think Field Yates put it out on Twitter yesterday and made the point how, this coming weekend, Fox, he has the Bears. And the very next week, the Raiders are playing the Bears. I think just the solution is the coaches in these production meetings, hey, Don't tell him anything. You don't have to. And then it becomes Fox's problem, where it's like, hey, this is your guy. They don't have to answer his questions. Maybe you need to rethink Tom Brady's your broadcaster, because if I'm the coach, I'm not telling him.
Rethink the broadcaster? He's not a journalist. He's a color commentary person, and he is, by leaps and bounds, being paid more to do that job by what? Double, triple, quadruple? More than anyone's been paid to do any kind of job broadcasting sports. He's making how much more than the previous highest paid person?
Right. But he's just being paid for his name. They really don't care how good he is as a broadcaster, right? He's just being paid to be Tom Brady.
I mean, the optics of it was really bad yesterday, but it was also a unique circumstance, right? Because he normally has games on Sundays when the Raiders play. So he's not normally in the booth with the headset on. They're going to run into that again in a couple weeks when they play on Thursday night against the Broncos. But we'll see if maybe they say, hey, you know what? Like, don't sit up there with the headphones. But he is doing it.
Who would tell him that?
I mean, maybe the league would tell the Raiders, like, let's not have that situation happen again. But I don't think anyone really considered how much he was talking to Chip Kelly during the week. Like, that was kind of the revelation yesterday. You saw it on the video, like, look, there he is. He's in the headset during the game, which, again, he can't do on Sundays because he's with Fox calling the games. But the communication that he's having throughout the weeks, I think, was surprising for a lot of people.
If I'm Sean Payton, I'm not only not telling him, I'm telling him the exact opposite of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're going to sit Bo Nix this week.
That's what I mean by let it become Fox's problem.
Yes.
Or like, hey, this is the issue now. Coaches are giving you nothing in these pre-production meetings.
I want to share a hot take with the class that I have, and I wrote it down here. Pablo will topple Tom Brady's ownership stake in the Raiders in the next 3 years.
Wow.
I'm gonna have that take. So in the next 3 years, Pablo will topple Tom Brady's ownership stake in the Raiders.
I could see it happening. And
Pablo doing it?
Yes. Or somebody doing it. If I were the other three AFC West teams, I would be lobbying the other owners to go to the commissioner and say, this is patently ridiculous. It's a bad look for the league. We can't have an owner of a team also being in the booth. It's just you need that separation of church and state.
Can I just ask some devil's advocate questions? Because, we're doing a bit of pretend journalism here, right? The main voices on football that get these great broadcasting jobs tend to be former Cowboys. All of them tend to be former Cowboys. Tony Romo, Jason Witten got one of them, Troy Aikman.
Dale Johnston.
I mean, going back to, Dandy Don Gifford, like they always get the jobs, and so they're biased on behalf of the Cowboys, correct?
Yeah, Michael Irvin.
So, but all those people, the broadcasters and the broadcasting in professional football has a very clear and obvious bias with those people supporting the Dallas Cowboys. You say it's a bad look, but what is the real harm in having Tom Brady and people talking about Tom Brady all the time? Like, what is the actual real harm? These production meetings are fairly useless. There isn't any information gleaned by the announcers that's actually going to give a calculated, appreciable advantage to a team in a way that actually decides a game.
As if they're showing him the first 15 plays or something.
Well, yeah, they're stupid enough to do that.
Right, they would never do that, to Dan's point.
But also, if you know how teams feel about individual players, that can also give you insight into who might be able to be let go as a free agent, right, in the upcoming years. If you're part of an ownership stake, that becomes a calculation here. And if you're Fox and now coaches aren't sharing with Tom Brady, he can go from his experience, when I've seen that defense, I've done whatever. But if he doesn't have the knowledge about the offense or the defense of the other team and their tendencies, he's not watching film all week long to figure those things out. That's what you glean as an announcer.
Okay, the thing, though, that I want to talk to everyone here around, because this has been a plague the last few years when people want to criticize something. Something's a bad look. There's not anything after that. It's just something doesn't look the way I'd like it to look. And I don't particularly care how things look. I care how they are. I know that a lot of people say perception is reality, but it's not. Reality is reality. So I'm asking you guys, what's the real harm of Tom Brady wearing a headset in a game that wasn't interesting last night? And we're talking about Tom Brady wearing a headset. Like, who cares? He owns the Raiders, and he's wearing a headset, and clearly the Raiders learned nothing from whatever he was doing. They gained exactly. I understand you got Deflategate around him. You've got things in the margins on how they've won that look like cheating over the last 20 years. But clearly, whatever he was doing last night didn't help the Raiders at all.
Helped against the Patriots the week before.
That team sucks. I think the only issue is for Fox. I think that's really the only issue, is that they're not getting the information for their broadcast that they would if someone else were on the game.
That's true.
Fox is doing something very smart right now. They got Barstool, they got Clay Travis. They don't care about how things
maybe they don't
look.
care. That's right.
They don't care about how things look. What does Fox care about how things look? I know Jeremy's making a bad face. Don't say it's not a smart thing, Jeremy. You don't have to like the thing. They're zigging while everyone else is zagging. And I saw ESPN did this with Bussin' and the boys, too. Everyone's going toward where are the customers. Let's not make this about journalism. Let's not make it about...
But the FS1 numbers came out, and the morning show has not done well compared to what was on previously. If you're going to be fair about the situation, you're saying that they're just getting the audience. The early numbers indicated that wasn't the case.
It's early, and it's always going to take time to do those things. What they're trying to do, look, I don't have to like it. I don't have to agree with it. It's just the movement of this country. Do you want young men or not? You got to go to them. Like, you have. That's what people are doing. It's not what we're doing. It's not what I do, but it's not what Fox has done with sports before. What Fox has tried to do with sports is just copycat ESPN, and it's not what they're doing anymore. And I told you guys before that before we left ESPN, they told me that was going to happen, that all of their surveying indicated that they needed to find a place to find young people. And so, I don't expect early on for anything to move numbers, but they're trying to do something over there a different way. And your objection is what? Your objection is what, Jeremy, with your sour face?
Well, I have several objections to the content. But
Just your face.
The bigger one is that not also just copycatting ESPN? Like, didn't they also get rid of like every progressive voice to go as deep into this space as well? Like, hey, let's stop talking about politics. Let's just get into that realm. Aren't we as a company a result of that? Like, this has been happening across all networks across the last, I don't know, since 2015 when something happened.
I think the NFL has sold its soul for Tom Brady. I think if this were an ex-player who people had barely heard of, who was never anywhere near a star, and he was a partial owner of a team, there's no way they would let him have
like Messi treatment. Like they're kind of just like every rule just kind of gets bent to make sure that he's fine.
Yet the NFL still having a soul, huh? It was sold for Tom Brady.
What's left of it?
I would argue this soul has been sold long ago. Would you not?
What do you think was the tipping point?
I don't know. I was trying to figure that out right now.
This is crossing a line that hasn't been crossed before.
Huh.
But it's a line no one really cares about.
I feel like there's more lines to be crossed.
Somebody's got to care about it.
Is it a line if no one cares about it?
No. If a tree falls in the forest. Am I right?
I don't know if that.
Hell yeah.
What happens next?
You know, if you don't hear it, did it really fall?
Mm-hmm.
If nobody gives a shit, is this really an issue? For me, it is. Nobody else cares.
Is
That's
it?
fine. Yeah. I don't want a part owner of it. Especially, can you imagine a part owner of let's say the New England Patriots, let's say Brady had left the New England Patriots on good terms, and now he's a part owner of the New England Patriots. You don't think the other AFC East teams care that he's in production meetings and wearing a headset during game? It's a bad look. And people might not care about the optics. They should.
It's like letting Brady sit at a press conference for the coach earlier in the week. Like he's just saying, like, "Oh, we're gonna work hard. Oh yeah, that's a good team over there." Like what? Like nothing is really being shared in these meetings.
It only hurts Fox because the other teams in that production meeting are not giving information because Brady is one of the ears listening. For example, if he weren't in that meeting, you might hear another team say, "Their offense is Brock Bowers. That's it. If we stop Brock Bowers, you stop the Raiders." They're not going to say that if Tom Brady's listening.
I'm just trying to live up to the version of me my dogs think I am. Dopey and Izzy, they assume I've got it all together. Meanwhile, I'm Googling, can dogs eat watermelon? While realizing we're out of food and, oh yeah, I forgot the flea meds. Luckily, Chewy had both delivered fast. Now they're well-fed, itch-free, and still think I've got it under control. Thanks to Chewy, trusted by over 20 million pet parents. Chewy makes it easy with over 100,000 products from top brands. Food, treats, beds, toys, you name it. No store trips, no markups. Just fast delivery right to your door, usually in 1 to 2 days. They've even got vet-recommended flea and tick meds. Plus, auto ship, so I never run out of the essentials. Dopey and Izzy think I'm the best when really, it's just Chewy. Chewy has everything you need to keep your pet happy and healthy. And right now you can save $20 on your first order and get free shipping by going to chewpanions.chewy.com/Le Batard Show. That's chewpanions.chewy.com/Le Batard Show to save $20 on your first order with free shipping. chewpanions.chewy.com/Le Batard Show. Minimum purchase required. New customers only. Terms and conditions apply. See site for complete details.
Eczema isn't always obvious, but it's real. And so is the relief from Ebglyss. After an initial dosing phase, about 4 in 10 people taking Ebglyss achieved itch relief and clear or almost clear skin at 16 weeks. And most of those people maintain skin that's still more clear at 1 year with monthly dosing.
Ebglyss, lebrikizumab LBKZ, a 250 milligram per 2 milliliter injection, is a prescription medicine used to treat adults and children 12 years of age and older who weigh at least 88 pounds or 40 kilograms with moderate to severe eczema, also called atopic dermatitis, that is not well controlled with prescription therapies used on the skin or topicals, or who cannot use topical therapies. Ebglyss can be used with or without topical corticosteroids. Don't use if you're allergic to Ebglyss. Allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Eye problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Ebglyss. Before starting Ebglyss, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
Searching for real relief? Ask your doctor about Ebglyss and visit ebglyss.lilly.com or call 1-800-LILY-RX or 1-800-545-5979.
It's Pro Savings Days at Lowe's. Get up to 35% off select major appliances and save an additional $1,000 when you buy 4 select LG major appliances. Plus, get a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5 amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt 20-volt max tool. Get the job done for less at Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 9/26. Selection varies by location while supplies last. See associate or Lowe's.com for more details and qualifying items.
Dan Le Batard.
And then Matt Stafford threw him 25 and 2. Oh, there's a brand new kid in town out of BYU.
Stugotz.
They call him Puka. Puka Nakua. His quarterback is not named Tua. Yeah, he is Puka. Puka Nakua.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Let me ask you, Greg, a question, just a hypothetical here. Let's say, I don't know, something were to happen and the Preakness is coming up and they're looking around, someone backs out of it, Randy Moss or whoever does the broadcast backs out of the Preakness and they say, we need a voice in horse racing. You know what? Greg Cody.
Yeah.
We think Greg Cody would do a great job at the Preakness. Would you take it?
Thank you. Oh, hell yeah.
But you own Calmly. And you're part of that syndicate. So now there's kind of a conflict. Would you not agree?
I would agree. Calmly is being sold. So
what?
So pretty soon I
Say
won't.
it ain't so.
Yeah, Calmly is being sold, but I have another horse now named Isla Grande who's about to meet with Bill Mott, the famed trainer.
Not Bill Mott.
Yeah, the famed trainer in Ocala.
Stop talking.
So.
You mentioned Hertz Fox, and you guys are just wrong. They've got football. It doesn't matter. Bad looks. Like, what are you talking about? It does. All the stuff hurts Fox nothing. Like, they could go on Fox right now, and if they've got the game, they could just have Lucy yelling, "Eat shit, Pitt," all game, and they've still got the game.
No, when I say hurts Fox, what I mean is, okay, you have one, in theory, if you have one broadcast that has great information and another broadcast that has less information, the former is the better broadcast, but it doesn't matter.
The former is the better broadcast, and the second one has the greatest quarterback of all time.
And that's all that matters.
Have you guys heard him doing these broadcasts? Like, it doesn't sound like he's just kind of talking.
Yeah, he's already not that good at the job.
He's
like,
no good.
If he's not going to have information, it does make their broadcast worse. But
it doesn't matter.
We're just having a conversation about standards. If no standards matter about anything, then what are we talking about? Like, we should have standards for things.
Standards. Wasn't Bill Mott Sovereignty's trainer?
Yes. He's a Triple Crown winning trainer. Thank you, Billy.
Stop talking.
Let's play the useless sound montage. We forgot about it week 1 because that's how we do things around here. Here's the useless sound montage. Does it include week 1, Chris, or did we throw it all together? Nope, it's just week 2. This is all week 2. What do we have?
All right, let's go.
You're on 10% battery.
Happens to me all the time.
My dogs got bit by snakes. That was a big vet bill. Shout out to wherever we went.
Ultimately, I look at absolutely everything falling on me.
I'll take full responsibility for that game.
Man, it's a kick in the teeth. Digesting what transpired in the stadium today, and we got to be better.
Every game's different, Paul.
I'd rather be on the aggressive side of history than the non-aggressive side. So
Aubrey had a long kick. Had a long leg.
Play sticky on the back end, and we do a lot in the front.
You know, when you call good plays, he executes them. When I call shitty plays, he still executes them.
You know, you're always thinking in your head, can we score a touchdown on this drive? Dude, what are we doing?
Mom, I love you.
What that really feels like is a real missed opportunity.
He got his clavicle, he broke his clavicle, so it's unfortunate. It's a big loss. I thought Darius Williams came in and made what a clutch breakup that he had on the third down to get us off the grass.
I'm going to enjoy this one. Midnight rule. I've told you guys this one, right? Midnight. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to have a couple shotties tonight. And at midnight, I'm going to go to bed and wake up, and we're on to Chicago.
I thought my guys played their tail off and played hard and aggressive football.
You can audible any play at any down. That's what I wish we would have done. I wish we would have not taken those shots.
I'd need to do a better job supervising all of the orchestration within our multiple personnel groups.
We absorbed some attrition and probably limited our communication and thus our call sheet.
I got to go back and I got to look at it from behind. It's hard for me to tell with just the still pictures.
They know how to get in the ditch and just start digging, man. They don't worry about the other stuff. So,
You know, I think they play Kansas City later this afternoon, so it'd be fun to be able to watch it as long as the damn Wi-Fi on the plane works.
These guys are confident, and they should be confident. We're a good football team. Now, I think we did some stupid shit tonight, you know? I really do.
Is this starting to get a little frustrating? You're getting... No, it's week 2. Come on now. Come on. It's week 2.
Had the official right next to me throughout that process. He told me it was halftime, so we went in for halftime.
Why do you think you were so successful on the deep balls today?
Good throws, good catches.
I've said this all along, man. This train keeps rolling, man, and we got plenty here, and it always is going to start with the players. We got players, we got playmakers, and they're made the right way. They're the right kind of guys, man.
I just take what the defense is giving us, you know, and I'll go back and look on tape.
Just don't think that I'm going to throw it 80 yards. I'm not supporting some of the choices there. I need to see what happened, though.
I love that kid, man. He just loves to play football. He loves to push people.
Those are our standards, and I knew we would play better, you know, because our guys came into work, and we knew we needed to clean up, and we worked at cleaning it up, and they had the right look, and they came out fighting.
To win games, you have to win the game, not lose the game.
What stood out to you guys in there? Because to me, what leapt out, and I understand that this is a violent game, but the way whoever that was segued from that guy's got a broken clavicle to and also what a great pass breakup. Just there's somebody, a broken clavicle seems horrible.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Opposite of turf toe.
I didn't even know those.
That sounds terrible.
I didn't know those broke. I didn't know clavicles broke.
Greg Cody broke his clavicle when he was a kid.
I did, yeah. And
so?
a little red wagon, my brother took a corner too fast. But I was actually taking notes during that, and I wrote down clavicle sounds like a musical instrument.
At Le Batard Show on the poll, does clavicle sound like a musical instrument? And did you know you could break your clavicle? Because I thought you could bruise it. I thought perhaps you could crack it. I didn't think breaking the clavicle was one of the options.
Was it a radio flyer, Greg?
I think it was, actually.
You and Uncle Dick running around?
Mm-hmm. This is when we still lived in Miami.
1440?
No. Right after we moved from Lawrence, Massachusetts, we stayed with Uncle Buddy in South Miami for a few weeks.
Hold on
I
a
never
second.
knew that.
Wait, hold on a
Really?
second. This is the first we're hearing this. So you moved from Lawrence, Mass. Down you lived with Uncle Buddy before you guys went to 1440?
Yep. For a few weeks.
Just weeks.
It might have been a couple of months because we were buying a house and getting situated and all that stuff. And the memory from there is that my mother took a walk from the house in South Miami, and there was a river right nearby, and she looks down in the river over a little footbridge.
What the hell is going on?
And she sees dozens of dead cats.
Dead cats?
And that was an early memory of the Uncle Buddy weeks.
What happened to them?
I have no idea. I didn't kill them. But Uncle Buddy...
I didn't think you did.
Back then, he was a Pabst Blue Ribbon guy, and Uncle Buddy...
He'd be a Miller man now for sure.
Well, he would show up at the house with a six-pack. Because back then, you could drink and drive. You know?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, you could drink and drive. Back,
that's true.
It was like probably the 60s by that point, maybe early 60s.
Let me look this up.
And he would show up at the house with a 6-pack of Pabst Blue Ribbon.
What's Uncle Buddy up to
And
now?
Miller.
He's been dead for years.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
When did DUI become a thing? Because I don't think that back then you could just drink and drive.
Doesn't seem right.
Maybe I
Dan,
have
I think
it
he's
wrong.
right. I think he's right. Like
It first became a law in 1906 in New Jersey and 1910 in New York.
What we're talking
about
Florida here, though. Yeah, exactly right. I mean, get with it.
Wake up, buddy.
Sunshine
Wake
State.
up.
It's not the Sunshine
How about
State
that
for nothing.
integrity you were talking
Free
about?
state
We're
of
not talking
Florida.
about New York.
Just giving you information.
Standards
Right.
that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Zaslow was beaming the entire segment toward the end there, just staring at you. And I think I know why. It's because he realized that you love nothing more than answering questions about yourself.
Loves talking about himself.
We didn't even find out what happened to Conley.
It was 1917.
That's true.
Howdy, it's Mike, and football season is here. It is quite possibly every sports fan's favorite time of year. It's a real special time. Make your football special time a Miller time, please. Because I know from experience, having that beautiful white can by my side or a draft at the sports bar while the big game is on, man, all those memories, having that Miller Lite there, knowing that it's a beer that just hits different. Look, at the tailgate, there's nothing like cracking open a Miller Lite with your crew. Whether it's that touchdown you didn't see coming or just arguing about fantasy lineups you already know you're going to lose, Miller Lite has been the taste you can depend on for 50 wonderful years. Brewed for flavor, with simple ingredients, rich toffee notes, and that iconic golden color. The original light beer since 1975 and still hitting different 5 decades later. Miller Lite. Great taste. 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you. Or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller time! Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.